Right, here we are again. So we've got today a potion a day is maybe a bit excessive. A follow-up study suggests that daily health potions might be far too much of a good thing, decreasing their value. Salt in the wound, we've seen that before. The mushroom mire has weaker monsters, decreased loot, and the ingredients cost more. If you're not, now that you're finding your rhythm, you should try attracting more customers. When stocking the shelves, think about placing some potions on display in the front row. Potions on display won't be sellable, but they will draw customers. The more valuable the potion of a nicer shelf, the more likely you'll see an increase in customers. Oh, so we've got front shelves now. Ooh. Display shelves. Damn, we should have saved some stuff for that. Oh, they're not selling for much. Ah, crap. What can we bottle? Don't say it's health potions. Oh, thank God I brewed mana, didn't I? Oh, thank God for that. And it's superb. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Right. Definitely doing mana potions today. Lovely jubbly. And we'll brew that up. Looks good to me. Right. We have potions to arrange. Boop. Boop. Since we can't really sell it today, we might as well pop it on the display. We'll do some customizing, because we've got some stuff. Boop. We can have new wooden flooring. So it doesn't look like... Oh, we can do stone, actually. Ooh, now it looks like we're in a cave. I'm sure that'll attract people, right? Wallpapers. Oop. And wooden walls. Starting or polished. Looks good. Right. We have to rearrange them back on here. Right up. We can return. And we can now... Let's see. Days until competition. 6. Okay. We've got a brew going. Let's open shop. A chill artisan. Nice to start the day with a friendly face. Set them up. Plant the seed. They're going to increase stress by 1% when a card is, when a card is played, and we're going to play a shield. Okay. We're just going to go to the next turn. Plant the seed, kicks off, starts piling that interest on. Right, they've got 3 shield. We can set them up. That gets through that shield. We can reel them in. Honestly, let's just... They're going to lose extra patience. -1, so they should be fine. And go. Things are looking up. Come back soon. Peppy Commoner. Here we go. Right, let's plant the seed. And reel them in a bit. I would if I could, but I can't afford to. Okay, let's have a look. Set them up again. We haven't got to reel them in though. I placed that on. Oh, it just boosts it back up to 3. It doesn't actually like stack or anything. So it's not that great. Something to keep in mind. We'll close it out because that'll take it up a notch. There we go. I can't wait to try it. Have a nice day. Come on up. Oh, it's McTuck again. Plant the seed. Ooh. Let's play them. So I'm starting to think that the reel them in and yeah, the setup and reel them in combo. Yeah, you get this sort of thing happen. We'll see if we can find. No, I'm gonna say if we can find a close the deal. We didn't. He's still gonna give us a good amount for it, but it could have been better. Right. Let's see how the potions are looking. There should be one more time left on them. Yeah. So we can quickly go out and see someone. Let's have a look at Baptiste, see what they've got to say. Wow, this is bigger than I realised. She said. Elegant bartender. Greetings, fair patron. Greetings and welcome. To the Heroes Guild. I, Baptiste, esteemed guildmaster and fledgling barkeep, would like to say hi. I'm Sylvia. I'm new. I make potions. Then you'll certainly benefit from our services. Hiring a hero is a surefire way to get your hands on new ingredients. You can work directly with any hero you're acquainted with, or come to me. I always have a list of upcoming expeditions. Invest in one, and in return, you'll receive a portion of whatever loot is brought back. Sounds like the guild has a lot to offer. We aim to please, so if there's anything else I can do to be of service, just let me know. How about sharing pointers? Do you have any advice for a fellow merchant? I don't know that I'm a merchant per se. I'm more of a facilitator, a master administrator, if you will. I keep everything running smoothly here while our town's great heroes seek glory, adventure, and resources. Almost sounds like you're bragging about being a bureaucrat. Don't you know, bureaucrats are the very linchpin holding society together. We don't call ourselves heroes. But if making order of a chaotic world isn't heroic, I don't know what is. Interesting point of view, isn't it? And in striking up a conversation about it, I'm demonstrating the piece of advice that you asked for. If you've got something to sell, then best to captivate your audience forthwith. Captivate. Increase patience by 1. If an opener, increase by 2. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. We can manage that, can't we? It's advice I've been recently taking to heart. I arrived here only a few months ago, intent on gilding this guild to greatness. Sure, that's a sentence. And the heroes have greeted me with open arms, although some of their traditions are rather mystifying. So you look like a commoner, maybe you could share some insights. You must be a noble then. Haha. I'm trying to downplay all that, you know, to help me fit in. But that brings me to my question. Tell me, this charming little tradition of leaving gifts in a new friend's shoes. Gifts? Yes, you know, like shaving cream and rotten fruit. And that one time it was a scorpion. I think that really supposed... Is that really supposed to go on for months? I mean, I'm flattered, but it's starting to feel like overkill. Yeah, they really like you. So just roll with it. They can't keep it up forever, right? I sure hope not. Honestly, how much rotten fruit could there be in this place? But I shouldn't complain. I knew coming here there would be a period of adjustment. Finding yourself suddenly in a new land, a new role, it can be challenging, can it not? We'll get the hang of it. I mean, almost everyone in this town is a transplant. Indeed. In that sense, you and I fit in quite well. At any rate, it's been a pleasure making your acquaintance, Sylvia. I hope you decide to avail yourself of our services. And I trust that we'll find the opportunity to chat again soon. Boop. But let's invest in one of these things then. Troll mushroom. Mushroom Maya. Enchanted forest pixie dust diamond. Ingredients will be available to collect tomorrow. Rare ingredient bonus disrupts ecosystem. Quinn's Trihorn. Oh damn! Look at the yellow M&Ms rating on that. Ooh, but these gear B M&Ms. Oh, that's got a nasty trait. Ugh. So let's invest in a few of these. Right. I think literally if you just throw a load of them in a cauldron, you'll just make mana potions. What happens if we just destroy the ecosystem for 200 gold? That sounds like a good idea. Go! Well, back to the shop. In fact, do we need to see what's a face? Until we meet again, yes. Cement. She'll have stuff for me. I made some progress, but the monsters got the better of me. Hey. Not bad. So we want to try and invest in getting to the end, really. You know I'm game. Mushroom Maya is going to be easier again. Oh, but there's going to be that poison thing. So we need poison potions to get through. Bone wastes. You need fire salves. We should probably practice fire salves, cause... Yeah. Oh wow. We've got a single potion to try it on. Okay, they'll get most. Oh, they only need one time? Christ. Well, they'll get most of the loot. For a single portion, it's pretty good. Back to the shop then. Well, I bet there's half a chance all the potions are done at this point, yeah. Well, there should be. That's kind of what we're aiming for. Right, grab it all. Perfect. It's gone to common. Ooh. Might put one of them on display. Right. Ooh, look at all the sea in that. That's pretty good, I bet. Okay, let's... What happens if we put one of those in? And then B, and B, and B. Oh, for C. Oh, I need them sacks of slime, don't I, for that? Ah. Right. We can put them in and we'll brew it up. I suppose I don't necessarily have to, like, go and sell everything now, do I? You know, I could put some of these common ones on display, I think. That's probably a good idea. We'll not sell because health potions are doing poorly. We are going to need ingredients. So, we'll go and buy some. We can then go check back on Mint, level her up, do that to end the day. I hear you've been busy. Oh, what have you heard exactly? Nothing especially interesting. Mint mentioned you've been working with the Heroes Guild. She's too nice to give me the real gossip. It's a major shortcoming if I'm honest. I didn't realise you two know each other. I know all the heroes. After they go on their little adventures, they sell me their trash. Trash items. Oh, so that's what we're buying. It's my whole business model. Trash comes in, trash goes out. Of course, they keep the best stuff for their clients. So I'm guessing you've got something decent in your inventory for once. Maybe something I've never seen before. Give it here. What? No. Why would I do that? Suit yourself, I'm just trying to help you out. I know how this goes. You get your hands on a good ingredient and you're all excited to use it in a potion, right? So you throw it in your cauldron and poof, it's gone forever. But it doesn't have to be that way. What's the alternative? Easy, hand it over to me instead. My clairvoyance lets me hone in on specific ingredients, meaning if you give me something good, I'll be able to find more of it. Then I can start offering that ingredient for sale in my shop. You miss out on the instant gratification, but get guaranteed access to the ingredient in the future. Okay, I can see how that could come in handy. I'll let you know if I decide to take you up on it. See? Give me free stuff and we all benefit. Mostly me, but still. I wouldn't expect you to be any other way. Since you're chumming with all the other heroes, does that mean I'll be running into you at the guild hall? Nah, despite the invaluable service I provide, I'm not exactly welcome in their clubhouse. You set one fire and suddenly everybody acts like you're a real liability. You set 2 fires and you get banned for life. Consider yourself warned, I guess. And they are above our shop. Keep that in mind, they live above us. Expansion. Now we only have the one of these and it gives, it looks like fresh breath. And we could give her one of those. And that, and that. And then we can buy them here forever. Smart thinking. Nice. Oh, really? It uses all of them? Okay, fine. Right, back we go. Anyway, we can probably... Oh dear, blind taste test. because we're not going to be selling today. They pull out a blindfold and a sack of ingredients. You're hesitant, but they have a point. Sylvia uses her stuff in her craft. She should know her materials inside out. She dons the blindfold and opens wide, bracing for whatever they have in store. Some of them taste alright, others don't. That was fun. I'm not sure your palate is any sharper than before, but your projectile vomit is growing something to envy. We're mildly less stressed from projectile vomiting on Quinn. There you go. Progress has been made. Right, let's go back to the guild, I guess, because we're not selling today. Hell no. We're going to be making a big old loss. We got so close and... Yep. Let's rank her up. I love this guild hall for pieces, but let's be real, it's a death trap waiting to happen. Want to make the rounds with me? I could use an extra set of eyes. Mink starts the guild hall, her shoulders squared and her eyes steely with determination. She produces a rough sheet of sandpaper and sets to work smoothing down the sharp corners of every table she finds. She moves fragile vases to higher shelves and padlocks a drawer full of kitchen cutlery, shurikens and minor explosives. If I didn't know better, I would say you're baby-proofing the guild hall. What's going on? Is one of those heroes, you know, expecting? Only in the sense that I'm expecting my colleagues to overindulge and start bumping into things. It happens every night, and bruised shins are no fun on long hikes or dungeon delves. Yep, let's go with that one. Smart to keep them in fighting shape. I guess it is, but honestly, I just like it when everyone around here is happy and safe. It won't surprise you to hear, being here is a total dream. Shall I pinch you? I'm sort of tempted to. Don't you dare. If I'm dreaming, I don't want to wake up. Not that it isn't weird sometimes. I mean, I'm bunking with people I recognise from trading cards. I'm eating at the same table as people I've written fanfiction about. They say you should never meet your heroes. Oh, meeting your heroes is awesome, but sharing a bathroom with them is just super weird. You weren't exaggerating before, you really are a fangirl. Yep. I grew up in a quiet port town. It was nice. You say that like a bad thing, not really. Great childhood, safe and happy. I have 8 siblings and we're all awesome in different ways. My dad and my dads are both book lovers, so we got bedtime stories every night. I'm not going to question how that works. In medieval fantasy world, I'm assuming potions are involved. I remember fairy tales about bold princesses and fables about wily animals, but my favourites were the stories about real life heroes. I like those best. I drift off to sleep imagining what it would be like to be one of them. And now you're here. Yeah. With the chance to be a hero on the level of those I used to dream about. And the only hope I can live up to I only hope I can live up to their example. I have a feeling you'll do great. No kidding, well I'm sure you're learning a lot. The sparring sessions are intense. I've been doing some sparring of my own, the verbal kind. Here's a pointer I've learned. Keep your guard up when you go on the offensive. That's probably sound advice, whether you're wielding wooden swords or savvy words. Keep your guard up. Raise interest by 8 and gain 2 shield. Right, we can definitely put that in instead of some of our brace yourselves. Right, you've got what it takes to handle grumpy customers and sharp-edged countertops. New card available. Lovely. Right. We do need to go back and get ingredients because I completely blanked and forgot. Gotta buy them trash items because they won't buy themselves. Right. And back we go. Now, you must have questions about your uncle. How he lived, how he died, where he hid his valuables maybe. I'm afraid you're out of luck there. This shop was all he owned. He put everything he had into it. And not just money, he put his whole heart into this place. Why did he go off to explore the island then? That's what happened to him, right? He broke the cardinal rule of potion making. He went out delving for his own ingredients. He should have stuck to the counter and cauldron and left the dangerous work to the professionals. To be fair, I'm pretty certain he'd do things differently if he could. You have to remember, Rafter was basically a ghost town when he arrived here. There were fewer heroes around, which meant fewer resources, so even basic ingredients were costly. He had no choice but to go out and forage from time to time. His mistake was in how far he travelled. He wasn't content to just pluck magic mushrooms in the forest. He was too bold for that, too ambitious. He would not be happy about anything less than an expedition to Maven's castle, the haunted, crumbling citadel that was once home to the Witch Queen herself. That just sounds super dangerous. Indeed, everyone knows Maven's castle is a dangerous place. It's located at the heart of an irradiated disaster zone full of twisted creatures. But the greater the danger, the greater the loot. So is magic just radiation? That's what I'm beginning to think. So Oswald was hoping to find some kind of edge out there, a way to make his potions stand out. That's right. It was a desperate decision made under great distress, but if you think about it, it was a rather daring plan. He blazed a trail into the poisoned heart of this perilous land. Bolstered by potions of his own making, overcoming serious dangers, fighting, sneaking and bribing his way to the cursed sanctuary of a tyrannical madwoman. At least we can assume that's what happened before he died. Could be out there somewhere. Maybe he's alive waiting to be rescued. Nope, he's dead. Definitely dead. Super dead. I guess if... again, is it Helene or Helen? Well, it's not going to be Helen. It's got an E on the end. So Helene or Helene? I'm going to go with Helene. But if Helene's soul binding is as foolproof as you say it is, she would know if he were there. Well, if he were alive. It's a shame. I was little when he moved here, so I never knew him. Not really. But he remembered my every birthday. And bought me my first Easy Make cauldron, actually. I always sort of felt like I was following in his footsteps. Now more than ever, Here you are, after all. You remind me of him, you know. I'm sure the pall of doom hanging over my head makes for a striking resemblance. Oh, I wanted to set stuff up before the end of the night. Well, guess we're going to the next day. 5 days down. Ooh, ooh. Now that the shop is up and running, you might think you know what to expect, but customers will find new ways to keep you on your toes. You probably have some of them asked to place a custom order soon. Oh, like when I would order 2 dozen donuts in advance. Or an ice cream cake, or both. I miss having disposable income. Focus. This could help you with your cash flow concerns. Custom orders allow a customer to submit a request for a specific combination of potions. You have a choice as to whether or not you'll take on the job. Accepting gives you an opportunity to sell multiple potions at once, as well as giving you time to gather whatever ingredients you need for the brew. Sounds smart. I'll see what people come up with and go from there. Excellent. Now if I could only stop thinking about donuts. Oh. Oh dear. Right, so what have we got? Oh god. Well, I'm going to be calling it there. We'll be continuing in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you then for that. It looks like we have a lot going on today. I'll see you then.